Without any further ado, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the 2013 Top Female Most Valuable Student winner, Grace Young. Grace.
Good morning, everyone. It is a great honor to be here today. Before I begin, I want to thank Mr. Patterson, Mr. Foley, Mr. Mastropasqua, Mr. Gerby, Mr. Keller, and all the Elks at my home lodge, Hoboken number 74, for their sponsorship, kindness, and hospitality. A big thank you to Mr. Ricker, to Mr. Helsel, Mr. O'Kelly, Ms. Doles, and all the trustees of the Elks National Foundation for their leadership, and to the wonderful Ms. Shields and Ms. Ruiz for answering all my questions and coordinating my attendance at this convention. It feels completely surreal to be standing before you here today. When I first submitted my application towards the beginning of my senior year, I never imagined that I would make it past the local level to district, then state, and ultimately win the top award at the national level. Wow. Let me tell you a little about my journey. My family is from Hong Kong, but I was born and raised in New York City. I attended kindergarten through 5th grade at an elementary school in New York City's Chinatown, PS 124. In 5th grade, as I was preparing to make the transition to middle school, I, along with all the other students in my talented and gifted class, applied to Prep for Prep, a prestigious program that develops leaders of color through access to an independent school education and a host of academic and professional opportunities throughout high school, college, and beyond. Prep for Prep's acceptance rate is 2%, even lower than Harvard's 6%, so you can imagine all the jumping up and down and screaming when 10-year-old me found out that I had been accepted. That summer, I began my Prep for Prep journey, a rigorous 14-month course of study designed to prepare me for entrance into an independent school in New York City. During my 6th grade school year, I attended classes at Prep for Prep Wednesday evening on top of all the schoolwork from my public school, stayed up late each Friday night studying, and attended even more class all day Saturday at Prep for Prep. Afterwards, in 7th grade, I entered Trinity School, the oldest continually operating school in the country and the #1 ranked prep school in the nation. Over my next 6 years there, I continued to challenge myself in the classroom. I also expanded my horizons and set new boundaries outside of it. I performed research at Rockefeller University and Memorial Sloan Kettering. I have published in Nature magazine. Over weekends and summers, I have studied at Columbia, Stanford, and Johns Hopkins, and I have served as president of my school's science, math, and cooking clubs. However, I am most proud of the community service project that I founded in 9th grade. It's called Under the Same Sky, and we raise money to sponsor the tuition, boarding, book, and school supply fees of underprivileged students who live in rural China. Over the past 4 years, I have seen my club grow from 20 to over 100 student volunteers, from sponsoring 4 to over 20 students, from a group of friends with an idea to one of the most active and established clubs in my high school. My vision is that our work will enable these promising young children to finish grade school, go on to college, and grow into leaders who will both embody and bring positive change to their communities and to the world. Sound familiar, Elks? Well, that's because I'm hoping to give to these children what you all are giving me by supporting my education at Harvard University. To all the Elks across America, to all the donors who so generously made these awards possible, to our teachers who quietly work miracles in and out of the classroom every day, and to all our parents and grandparents who love, support, and guide us. We could not have done it without you. Thank you for trusting in our talents and sharing in our passions. Thank you for nurturing and inspiring us as students, as people, and as responsible citizens of tomorrow. Thank you for believing that education is power, that leaders don't just happen, and that when you change the life of a child, you can change the world. Thank you for seeing us not only as we have been, but as we are, but as we can aspire to become. Thank you for leading by example and showing us that in order to be responsible to ourselves, we must be responsible to others. You are truly visionaries. I am moved not only by the Elks' extraordinary vision and generosity, but by your strong sense of community, commitment to service, an incredible amount of heart and dedication that you put into everything that you do. It has only been several months, yet all of you have already made me feel right at home in this big family that is the Elks, and I am truly touched. I am honored to be a part of the Elks family, and I cannot wait to get involved, make my own mark, and give back by impacting future generations of Elks. Thank you.